Welcome back to Love and Lust Lessons, the sanctuary where mature, magnetic women learn how to protect their hearts, elevate their standards, and own their worth. Today's video is one of the hardest truths we'll talk about, because sometimes even the strongest women can be used, manipulated, or emotionally drained by a man who knows exactly what to say and when to say it. So if you've ever had that gut feeling that something wasn't right, if you've ever questioned whether he really cared or just took advantage of your time, your love, or your generosity, this video is for you. Let's dive into the 8 things a man says when he's using an older woman and break down the subtle, psychological red flags hidden behind each one. 1, you're so mature. I love how low maintenance you are. Sounds like a compliment, right? But look deeper. When a man highlights your maturity as a way to justify giving you less, you're not being respected. You're being strategically disarmed. What he's really saying is, I like that you won't question my inconsistent behavior. I like that you don't demand effort or accountability. Be cautious when your maturity is used as an excuse for emotional neglect. Mature doesn't mean you settle for crumbs. It means you've earned the right to ask for consistency, clarity, and emotional depth. 2, you're doing so well in life. You don't need me to spoil you. Now here's where manipulation meets flattery. This man admires your independence, but weaponizes it. He uses your financial stability as a reason to never contribute, never plan, and never take the lead. You'll find yourself paying for dinners, funding getaways, maybe even helping him out because he's in between jobs or working on a business idea. Let's be clear, being generous is beautiful. But when it's one-sided, you're not his lover, you're his sponsor. Real men are inspired by your strength, not dependent on it. 3, I'm just not ready for anything serious right now. He says it early, maybe even on the first or second date. You admire his honesty. You think, at least he's upfront. But what happens next? He still calls, still flirts, still sleeps over, still uses your time and energy without offering commitment. That phrase becomes his get-out-of-jail-free card. Anytime you express your needs or feelings, he circles back to, but I told you I wasn't ready. If a man knows he can't give you what you want and still sticks around to take what he wants, he's not being honest. He's being selfish. Your time is sacred. Don't let a confused man waste it. 4, you're not like the women my age. They're so dramatic. Let's unpack this classic manipulative line. He's trying to elevate you by putting other women down, and it feels flattering until you realize it's just a control tactic. When he says younger women are dramatic, he's really saying, I want someone who won't challenge me. I'm looking for a woman who won't hold me accountable. It's not a compliment. It's a calculated comparison meant to keep you quiet. An elegant woman doesn't compete. She commands. You're not here to prove you're less emotional. You're here to be seen, valued, and respected. 5, I just got out of something. I need time to heal. He tells you about the heartbreak, the toxic ex, the emotional scars, and your nurturing side kicks in. You want to soothe, support, and show him not all women are like that. But ask yourself, why is he dating if he's not healed? Why is he using your emotional labor to fix wounds he's not actively working on? Soon, you become his therapist, his comfort zone, and his emotional crutch without ever becoming his partner. This is emotional freeloading. You're not a rehabilitation center. You're a whole, powerful woman, not a project. 6, you're so sexy for your age. Let's pause right there. Would he ever say to a 25-year-old, you're hot for your age? Exactly. This backhanded compliment isn't admiration. It's objectification disguised as flattery. He's shocked that you're confident, sensual, magnetic, as if age should have dulled your shine. And what's worse, he might focus only on the physical, while avoiding emotional depth, connection, or future plans. You're not sexy for your age. You're sexy, period. Your power isn't defined by years. It's defined by presence. 7, I'm just going with the flow. The ultimate vague line. No vision, no commitment, no clarity, just flow. What he really means is, I'll take what you give without giving anything back. I want the benefits of a relationship without the responsibilities. And when you ask for direction, he'll accuse you of overthinking or rushing things. Newsflash: mature women don't need to be married tomorrow, but they do need clarity, intention, and respect. You're not here to float in emotional limbo. You're here to build something real. 8. You're overreacting. I thought you were more mature than that. And finally, the most manipulative one of them all. He triggers your feelings. You express them, calmly or not, and suddenly, you're too emotional or immature. He uses your maturity against you, twisting your very strength into a weakness. This tactic is called gaslighting. It makes you question your instincts, your emotions, and your reality. But here's the truth. Maturity isn't about suppressing your emotions. It's about knowing how and when to express them. And any man who punishes you for that isn't a man. He's a boy in disguise. Let's be honest. Older women are incredible. You bring experience, emotional intelligence, sensuality, and presence that younger women are still discovering. But that very power attracts two kinds of men. The man who respects and rises to meet your standard, and the man who uses that power for his benefit and gives nothing in return. This video is not to scare you. It's to awaken you, so that the next time a man says one of these things, you won't just hear the words. You'll hear the intention behind them. Let's recap the 8 things a man says when he's using an older woman. You're so mature. I love how low maintenance you are. You don't need me to spoil you. I'm not ready for anything serious. You're not like women my age. They're too dramatic. I just need time to heal. You're sexy for your age. Let's just go with the flow. You're overreacting. I thought you were more mature. Ladies, your age is not a weakness. It's your superpower. But even superheroes need boundaries. Even queens need to protect their throne. So if any man ever tries to minimize, manipulate, or misuse your love, you don't need to argue. You don't need to beg. You just exit gracefully and unapologetically. Now tell us in the comments, have you ever heard any of these lines before? What did you do? If this video gave you the clarity or confidence you needed, hit that like, subscribe, and tap the notification bell. Because on Love and Lust Lessons, we don't just talk about relationships. We teach you how to reclaim your power in them. Until next time, be bold, be wise, and remember, you're not here to be used. You're here to be adored.